Good morning, welcome back to English Story OK. I am so thrilled to have you here with me today. If you are looking to improve your English, find some burning inspiration, and feed your soul with a powerful story, you have clicked on the perfect video. Before we begin, take a deep breath and let go of your worries. Today, we are going to journey to a small, forgotten village tucked away between giant, rugged mountains. We are going to meet a boy who had absolutely nothing, no money, no proper shoes, and no books. But he had a dream so big that it changed his entire world. Make sure you watch this video until the very end, because the twist at the finish line will show you exactly how powerful human determination can be. Let's dive into today's story. Deep in the misty valley of a village called Oak Haven, lived a young boy named Kian. Kian was 12 years old and his family was incredibly poor. His father worked all day in the rocky fields, and his mother washed clothes for the wealthy families in the nearby town. Kian's house was made of mud and straw, and whenever it rained, water leaked through the roof. But Kian did not care about the leaks. He cared about something else entirely: knowledge. Every morning, Kian would stand by the old wooden fence of his yard and watch the village children walk to school. They wore clean blue uniforms and carried bright backpacks filled with books and colorful pencils. Kian wanted to go with them more than anything in the world, but his family could not afford the school fees, the uniform, or the books. Did Kian give up? No, he did not. Every evening, after his mother finished cooking over the open fire, Kian would gather the burnt pieces of wood, the charcoal. He would sit on the dirt floor outside his house, and by the fading light of the sun, he would practice writing. He didn't have paper, so he used the earth. He didn't have a pen, so he used charcoal. He would remember the words he overheard the older children reciting on their way home, and he would write them carefully in the dust. ABCD, he would whisper to himself, his fingers covered in black soot. He was practicing his English because he knew that English was the key to a bigger world outside his isolated valley. One day, a new teacher arrived at the village school. His name was Mr. Evans, and he was a kind man with sharp, observant eyes. On his way to school one morning, he noticed Kian sitting by the side of the road, intensely focused on a fresh, flat stone. Mr. Evans walked over quietly and looked down. On the stone, written beautifully with charcoal, was the sentence, "The sun rises in the east." The grammar was perfect and the spelling was completely correct. Mr. Evans was astonished and asked who had taught him that. Kian stood up quickly, feeling embarrassed, and wiped his dirty hands on his torn shorts, explaining that nobody taught him, he just listened to the other children and practiced by himself. Mr. Evans smiled warmly because he saw a rare spark in Kian's eyes. He told Kian to come to the school the next day, sit outside the window, and listen to the lessons. He promised that if Kian did well, he would find a way to help him. That night, Kian could not sleep at all because he was filled with absolute joy. However, the next morning, a terrible storm hit the valley. The rain poured down in heavy sheets, the wind howled through the trees, and the dirt roads turned into thick, slippery mud. Kian's mother begged him to stay home, warning him that it was too dangerous since he had no shoes. But Kian shook his head and told his mother that if he let the rain stop him today, he would let excuses stop him for the rest of his life. Kian ran out into the storm, and the journey was a complete nightmare. The thick mud swallowed his bare feet, and the freezing wind made his teeth chatter uncontrollably. At one point, he slipped and fell down a small hill, scraping his knees badly until blood mixed with the mud on his legs. But he stood right back up, wiped his face, kept his eyes on the school in the distance, and kept walking forward. When Kian finally arrived at the school, He was completely drenched, shivering, and bleeding. He did not dare go inside the classroom, so he quietly sat on the wet ground right outside the window, listening intently despite the cold. Inside, Mr. Evans was teaching a difficult English grammar lesson. The classroom was warm and dry, but many of the regular students were distracted, looking out at the heavy rain. Suddenly, Mr. Evans asked a very hard question about the lesson, and a deep silence filled the room as no student raised their hand. Then, from outside the window, a small, trembling voice spoke up and gave the perfect answer. Mr. Evans walked to the window, opened it wide, and looked at the shivering, muddy boy. Tears came to the teacher's eyes. He opened the classroom door, walked outside, took Kian by the hand, and pulled him inside, announcing to the class that from now on, Kian would not sit outside because he belonged in the front row. Mr. Evans personally bought Kian his very first set of books and a proper uniform. From that day on, Kian studied like a boy possessed. He woke up at 4 o'clock every morning and read his books until his eyes ached, absorbing knowledge like a dry sponge absorbs water. He quickly became the top student in the school, and eventually, the top student in the entire province. Fast forward 20 years later, and the village of Oak Haven was no longer isolated. A beautiful, modern academy stood where the old wooden school used to be, fully equipped with computers, a massive library, and bright classrooms. The funding for this grand academy came from a wealthy philanthropist, a brilliant international scholar, and an expert in global education. On the opening day of the new academy, an expensive black car arrived, and a man in a sharp, tailored suit stepped out. His shoes were polished perfectly, reflecting the bright morning sun. It was Kian. He walked up to the podium to give a speech to hundreds of poor village children who looked just like he used to years ago. He held up an old, smooth stone and a piece of black charcoal. He smiled and said into the microphone that your current circumstances do not define your future destination. He told them not to wait for the perfect conditions to start, because if you do not have a pen, you can write in the dust, and if you do not have a door, you can look for a window, since your struggle today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. What an incredible journey, right? Kian went from writing in the dust with charcoal to changing the lives of thousands of children. This story teaches us that the only real limits we have are the ones we place in our own minds. If you are struggling to learn English, or struggling with anything else in your life right now, remember Kian. Keep pushing, keep practicing, and never let the storm stop you. Now, my wonderful friends, it's your turn to participate in our community. Did Kian's story inspire you today? Let me know in the comments down below. Tell me what your biggest dream is, or share a new word you learned today. I love reading your comments and I promise to reply to them. If you felt a spark of motivation, please smash that like button right now because it helps our channel grow so much. Share this video with a friend, a classmate, or anyone who needs a little boost of inspiration today, so we can spread the positivity together. And finally, if you want to keep improving your English through more captivating and emotional stories like this one, don't forget to click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a single lesson. Thank you so much for watching, keep practicing your English, and I will see you in the next story on EnglishStoryOK. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and bye-bye.